is that coming from the camera?
Oh, magic. I've seen some crazy looking squirrels. So look, man, I ain't putting nothing past them squirrels. Those squirrels are dangerous, okay? You gotta be mad careful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me on another Novel Escape. My name is Trevon Grant, and this is my son Judah and Ethan. Today, guys, we're gonna be doing a reaction video to police blotters. Why am I doing this? Because back in the day, a few years ago, my wife had a creative writing class, and one of the things that she used to do in the creative writing was use police blotters to be inspiration for stories. And so, of course, she got an A. I wonder why. And one of the police blotters that she chose to use was there was one where a parent called the police because the child was stuck or was locked himself inside the room. And I thought that was, I don't know why I thought that was so interesting. Where the child locks himself inside the room and the parent calls the police. I'm like, how long was this kid locked? What are you guys doing? What would I do if you locked yourself in the room?
I would struggle. You try to help me out because I'd be struggling to try to get myself out.
Actually, your room door kind of locks it though.
Yeah.
And sometimes, but then, I mean, was the kid silent? Like, what was the kid like not making any noise? Were they afraid that something had happened to him? But it was just a weird situation. The kid locked himself in the room, and I decided to write a story. And actually, I think it's on this channel where I read a few chapters from that story that I wrote about a kid who locks himself in the room. And actually it turned out to be a pretty scary story. So now it says at 2:58 p.m. the Learning Center on Hanson Street reports a man across the way stands at his window for hours watching the center, making parents nervous. Apparently there's somebody just standing there at their window just staring.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Staring. And so the parents are passing by with their kids, I guess, and they're like super wigged out by this person who's just staring at them the whole time, and he's doing it for hours at a time.
How does his eyes not get tired? Because if my eyes were open for that long, hours?
Oh
my god.
Just staring.
Bro, my eyes would be covered in who knows what.
But then the police come and do an investigation, and then they find out that it's actually just a cardboard cutout. It's literally just a picture of someone standing at the window. And people were like going crazy because it's like, what's this going on? All right, so here's another one. It's kind of dumb. I don't know, man. It says a deputy responded to a report that a vehicle has stopped at the person's mailbox. Right? A car stopped at these people's mailbox. But then once the police got there, I guess the guy was sitting there maybe, just chilling, waiting. But then once the police got there, the car was gone. So, I don't know. What do you think? So somebody's sitting out there at your mailbox, maybe looking into your house. You know what I mean?
Actually,
that's kind of
looking into your house.
I don't know if he's looking into the house.
I find that weird. But if he's just looking into your mail,
yeah,
then he's either a robber or a mailman. I vote the mailman.
So then it turns out that the vehicle was actually, the guy that was there was actually the mailman.
Wow.
And so somebody called the police on the mailman. So I'm trying to think what was going through this person's head, why they would actually go ahead and call the police
over a mailman.
Over the mailman.
There's like a bone to pick with the mailman or something. Like is the mailman mean to them, giving them rude letters or something? Like, why on
Maybe
earth?
Maybe it was a prank. Maybe they were just pranking the mailman.
Someone pranked the
Or
mailman? Who
they
in the
just-
world would do that?
But what's
Exactly.
a better prank for the mailman?
Then to call the cops on him.
Yeah,
That's something you do
that's
If
not
I-
good
if
though.
I-
to your wife or something.
All right, so
If I would prank my mailman,
don't prank your mailman, please.
We don't even know. We don't even get to see them.
So all right, here's another one. Another blotter, right? Miscellaneous dog attack. It says, all right. So police responded to a report of 2 dogs running loose and attacking ducks at about 11:20 a.m. Sunday. The police cited a resident for the loose dogs. The duck refused medical treatment and left the area, according to police records.
why would a dog try to attack a duck?
But no, the main thing is, why would they say that the duck refused medical treatment?
Wait, the duck refused medical treatment. Did they think that there are some sort of weird microbiology?
So did they try to offer the duck treatment for his injuries?
And he refused it? Does he want to die or something? Does he want to die or something?
So it's like, you're injured. Would you like medical attention? Anyways, all right. So moving on. An animal complaint. A caller on West Point Avenue reported that a belligerent squirrel. A squirrel was prevented. No, boy, you spit on me.
Sorry.
A squirrel was preventing him from using his boat dock. Right? The caller said he knew nothing could be done about it, but he wanted officers to know what kind of squirrels are running around in the community, according to the police
How can a
report.
squirrel do
Wait.
that?
So a squirrel was stopping him from going on his boat.
Wait,
Wow.
a squirrel stopping him from going on the boat? That little squirrel, if you would have gone on that dock, he would have ran right past you. And
No, but that
that would be solved.
that must be some killer squirrel though.
It's either
there's
a
some-
giant Godzilla squirrel,
Look, there's some
or
crazy.
just some weird random squirrel that refused to move.
There's some crazy squirrels out there. Okay, there's some big squirrels. All right, because it wasn't until we moved here that I even saw a black squirrel for the first time.
A black squirrel.
A black.
I've never seen a black
You
squirrel.
never seen a black squirrel?
Never in my life.
I've seen a black squirrel and a white squirrel, a gray squirrel. I've seen some crazy looking squirrels. So look, man, I ain't putting nothing past them squirrels. Those squirrels are dangerous, okay? You gotta be mad careful. Because the squirrels roaming around here, dude, like, them squirrels will jack you up, alright? I don't care what nobody
They
says.
might not. Because every time I approach them, they just run away and like a screaming little rat.
If I
See? I told see?
I was
See?
expecting that.
See?
That's why I was scared.
See?
if I would try to get the squirrel away, I'll just try to get on my boat and kick his face off.
Yeah, kick him into the
All
water.
right. You guys are getting too violent. I don't know. What are you guys watching?
Nothing.
She's watched too much YouTube.
No, you don't. You can't even watch YouTube because you don't watch
Anyways, that's not the point. All right. Police receive a report of a newborn infant found in a trash can. Upon investigation, officers discover that it was only a burrito.
Wait, a burrito in a trash can? How dare they take a burrito, throw it in the trash can, and say it's a newborn baby? I mean, come on. A burrito and a newborn baby? You can tell the difference.
Apparently you can't.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Because people saw it in the trash can and say, hey, there's a baby in that trash can.
They
That's scary.
just waste the food that they just made. They should feel bad.
And they
That's
say
true.
it's a newborn baby. Come on.
Who would waste a good old fashioned burrito?
Come on, burritos are tasty. Anyways, on to the next one.
Oh no. Alright, so here's another one, right? Help wanted. A caller reported at 7:14 p.m. that someone was on the porch yelling, "Help! Help!" And from a resident on Bank Street, and officers responded and learned that the person was calling a cat that is named Help.
Wait one second.
Somebody named their cat Help, right? And then they went outside
Yelling, help!
and started to yell for help.
Stop. Help.
Like, come on. First of all, who on earth would name their cat Help?
Well, apparently somebody did. Here we go. Disorderly person, all right? On the 1100 block of West Grand Avenue, someone reported that a duck was in the parking lot drinking beer and yelling at people.
What the?
Wow.
How can a duck?
Yell at somebody, right?
Yeah, yelling at
It's
somebody.
either someone in a duck
And
costume.
the duck cannot even talk.
It's either some weird lab experimented mind-controlled duck or someone in a duck costume. Cause there's no way an ordinary duck would drink beer.
Yeah,
but it can't even lift the beer off its feathers.
but they would have said that someone in a duck costume. They wouldn't have just said a duck though.
Cause if you look at it from behind, and it's a really
Yeah,
stout
but it's a big person.
If it's a stock person in a duck costume, then you could actually kind of sort of maybe just a little bit mistake for a duck. Because then they probably have like a duck mask or something
They
like
would dress up like a
that.
duck.
Or it's just some weird duck, some weird.
Guys, we're gonna call it there. There's a bunch of them in here, but I think these are pretty interesting story ideas because how would you make a story out of a duck? A man in a duck costume drinking beer and shouting at people. Now, what would if anything, and if I was doing a story that was based on that, that would probably be the like the low point of the story, right?
If a man would do that,
maybe
if
I don't know.
If a man would do that, that would be a horrible man.
Oh, but I mean, if I'm writing a story about that, right? Like, how would I do that? I would have to. That would be like the low point of the person's life. Maybe it would be a comedy. I don't know. I don't write comedies, but still, yeah. Say he's gotten to a point in his life, right, where somehow he ended up in a duck costume, drinking beer, shouting at people. I don't know. Maybe he broke up with his girlfriend or found his girlfriend cheating, and you know, maybe he was hiding. Maybe he was hiding in a duck costume. You know, he was spying on his girlfriend in a duck costume, finds her cheating, and then he decides to get drunk by drinking a whole bunch of beer, and then he's like shouting at people. You know, maybe that's what it is.
What? Okay.
Anyways,
that's kind of crazy.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this reaction video. Again, my name is Trevon, and this is
Judah,
and this is
Ethan,
and if you got any great stories, any great police blotter stories that you've come across, definitely you can drop a link or just tell us in the description. If you like this video and would like to see some more, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and also remember to like it, ring the bell, thank you, and drop a like on this video if you thought it was great. And thank you so much for joining us again. Have a great day. Everybody, peace together. 3, 2, 1. Peace!